Well, let's see how she responds to my touch, AQ. Think we understand each other?
Grow up, 007.
So, welcome back to Mr. Alright Movie Reviews and our Bond Rewind series. Today we're diving into Tomorrow Never Dies, Pierce Brosnan's high-octane second outing as 007. With a banging theme, slick gadgets and killer cast members, this 1997 hit cranks the action to 11. Let's break down why this one isn't a fan favourite, but it is mine.
You forgot the first rule of mass media, Elliot! Give the people what they want!
The film opens with Sheryl Crow's Tomorrow Never Dies, a sultry rock ballad that hit number 12 on UK charts, and it brought a 90s alt vibe to the Bond world. Crow's smoky vocals and moody guitars mesh perfectly with the film's tech-heavy, fast-paced tone, giving a modern edge to classic 007 flair. It's not as iconic as GoldenEye's Tina Turner banger in the eyes of fans, but of all four of Brosnan's movies, this was the one that got stuck in my head most, and it set the stage for Brosnan's slickest mission yet, in my opinion.
Don't get any ideas!
I'd never dream of it.
Pierce Brosnan dials up the charm as 007 in Tomorrow Never Dies. He's more confident, quippy, and lethal, balancing debonair style with a touch of vulnerability from past betrayals like his history with Paris Carver. Brosnan owns every scene, from motorcycle chases to suave banter, making Bond the ultimate action hero for the 90s. His effortless charisma and physicality connects with audiences, elevating his GoldenEye debut into a fully realised icon, ready to tackle global stakes with a smirk and a martini. Brosnan's backed by a phenomenal cast, as Michelle Yeoh's Wai Lin is a badass Chinese agent, matching Bond's skill with martial arts flair. Colin Salmon's Charles Robinson brings cool competence as MI6's deputy. I must admit, I immediately recognised him as Dr. Moon. If you know, you know. But Terry Hatcher's Paris Carver also adds emotional stakes as Bond's ex-flame. Judi Dench's ever-classy Emma delivers sharp authority, grounding the chaos as the plot pits Bond against media-mogul Elliot Carver, played by Jonathan Pryce, whose character happens to be married to Paris, a megalomaniacal villain inciting World War III through exclusive rights and glowing ratings. Gadget Shine, a remote-controlled BMW 750, exploded cigarette lighters and a stealth boat with a remote-controlled torpedo. Vincent Chiavelli's creepy Dr. Kaufman steals his scene with Brosnan as a henchman. Fun fact, Yeoh did most of her own martial arts stunts, making Wai Lin both mine and a fan favourite character. Tomorrow Never Dies steps up Brosnan's era from GoldenEye's reboot, going all in with spectacle, gadgets and global stakes. It builds on his suave persona, deepening Bond's emotional layers through Paris' arc, which echoes later in The World Is Not Enough. Carver's tech-driven villainy shifts the era toward the post-Cold War modern threats, media manipulation and not just missiles, setting the stage for Brosnan's run to balance classic Bond glamour with 90s relevance, paving the way for bigger, bolder entries like Die Another Day. I just loved the whole plot of the villains luring and sinking a British ship in Chinese waters to posture these nations against each other. I thought it was so creative, especially with that RC drilling torpedo. I get some people thought it was predictable where it was going, but of course the world was going to be saved. It's a Bond movie, but it was just cool. It was cool, especially in the context of 1997, where, you know, China's opening up to the world. It was very interesting. You can see how the movie studio was sort of almost like a diplomatic bridge between the West and the East. Yeah, making a film where we work together. It's really interesting to watch.
Forward to midnight.
Yes, of course he did. Under the cover of darkness, we positioned the stealth boat near the British fleet, fired the missile into China.
And we will retaliate.
And Carver will provide the pictures.
I have to warn Beijing.
No, let's warn both our governments, get them talking, to give us time to find where the boat is.
Stand up.
So Tomorrow Never Dies, it grossed $339 million worldwide on a much bigger than GoldenEye budget of $110 million. It was a solid hit, but shy of GoldenEye's buzz. It only scored 57% from critics and 64% from audiences on Rotten Tomatoes. Praised for its action and Yeoh's Wai Lin, but it's dinged for a formulaic plot and Price's campy villain.
And 1 billion people around this planet will watch it, hear it, and read about it from the Carver Media Group. There's no news like bad news.
Fans on X loved the motorcycle Jagex and Gadget, but they call the media-mogul scheme dated, and Carver was ultimately deemed less menacing than Alec Trevelyan, which is fair, because Sean Bean is just amazing. It's divisive, but in my opinion it should be cherished for its 90s vibe. See, this might be controversial, but then I'm coming at this with fresh eyes 28 years after this film came out, and I can't help but feel this is my favourite of the Brosnan Bonds. Hands down, a 9 out of 10. The era steps up with insane gadgets like that BMW that was remote controlled through the garage. That's just such a cool chase scene. And the cast is unreal. Wai Lin's a legend, and Dench's M is pure class. The action pops, and Brosnan is at its peak. Sure, Carver's a bit cartoonish, and the plot leans to the predictable side, but the energy and heart make it a 90s classic, and I can't help but feel it just nailed the essence of a Bond movie. The only other ones I've seen of the Bond movies before the Craig era are a couple of the Connerys, and Tomorrow Never Dies really brings me back to that with a 90s twist. So am I mad, or is this Brosnan's best? Hit the comments below and let me know. That's Tomorrow Never Dies in the books. Next is The World Is Not Enough, where Brosnan gets personal. Are you loving the Bond Rewind series? Smash like, subscribe for our 26 episode series where we rank each Bond movie, each actor, and we're going to find out who's best. Binge my playlist below, and a big thanks to Jagex for the nostalgic RuneScape music. Stay alright folks, catch you next time.